What up and welcome. This is Aaron with the Card Swap, back with another episode of Card Battle, a head-to-head battle where you can vote for a winner to see who will get their team in a future break. I've given them 7 categories to find a card for, and we'll go round by round to see what they've got. Then I'll put a voting poll up on the blog so you can vote for each category to figure out a winner. Link for that blog is below in the details. We've got an AL East battle today as Phil and his Yankee collection take on Tom as he defends his victory with the Red Sox against Zach. Welcome you guys, and thanks for doing this. Phil, thanks for joining. Who's your favorite all-time player?
So that's an easy one for me. My favorite all-time player is Mariano Rivera. I grew up watching him. Obviously he's the best closer of all time, but he was so much fun to watch. He's a good person. He's a heck of a player, and he's just since I was a kid, he's always been my favorite Yankee, hands down.
Can't go wrong there. I was never a full Yankees fan, but growing up in New York, I saw all the Yankees stuff, so he was hard not to at least respect. And when your team was playing him, it was like, okay, shut it down.
Since then the Yankees really haven't had anything close to that kind of closer. So it kind of makes you appreciate, since he retired, how good he really was. How he slammed the door every single time.
And the weird thing was, it's not like he was coming out with this huge arsenal. He had one pitch. They knew what was coming. Not one pitch, but you know what I mean. He had the one pitch that people had to think about, and he worked everything off of that, and it was crazy. All right, Tom, how about same question for you? Who's your all-time favorite player?
I'd say my all-time favorite has to be Big Papi, David Ortiz.
Kind of had a feeling
Um,
that's where you were going to go with that one.
oh yeah, yeah. One of the most clutch players of all time. Even now, when he's on TV, he has an amazing personality, makes it really easy to like him. So yeah, definitely have to go Ortiz.
So I should give you guys more of a background on me. I've been an Orioles fan for quite a while, so my relationship with the Red Sox and Yankees is very similar to what your guys' relationship is with each other. It's just that the Orioles are always at the bottom, being beaten up on, except for this year.
Oh yeah.
All right, how about products? So I feel like products are changing a little bit, especially price wise, maybe even quality wise, or as far as what they're offering. What were the last products you opened? Phil, what was the last thing you checked out?
So I went hard on Series 1 this year, chasing Volpe. I think that's probably the last retail hobby format box that I bought. I think I bought one retail, a jumbo, and maybe even another retail. I can't remember, but I'm sorry, I meant not a retail. I think I had 2 hobbies and a jumbo that I opened from Series 1. I grab retail every once in a while, but
Yeah.
I was really chasing Anthony Volpe. So I've got quite a few of those, but I think that's the last thing I opened. And otherwise, I've been doing, breaks and whatever I find on the shelf at Target.
Nice. Tom, how about you?
Kind of in a similar vein. I grab retail when I can, but the last hobby box I opened was Allen and Ginter,
Oh, okay.
trying to get one of those dinosaur relics.
Did it happen?
It did not, no, unfortunately.
I feel like I would have heard about it if it did.
Oh yeah, big time.
All right. Well, let's start with the battle. Since Phil is on the left, we'll start with Phil. And our first category is going to be your favorite numbered insert.
Okay, so this one is kind of easy. I picked this up at an LCS. This is from 2017 Transcendent. It's not a super valuable card, but it's an artist rendition of the 2009 World Series. That's Hideki Matsui. Is my screen flipped for some reason?
No, you're good.
Okay, it is on mine. Okay, so this is an artist rendition of Matsui in the 2009 World Series against the Phillies. And the caption's probably hard to read. It says records 6 RBIs in title clinching game World Series Game 6, November 4th, 2009. This one is special for me because I was actually at this game when he did have such a big game and clinch the World Series. Um, I saw this in an LCS and it was in, I think, a $5 bin. And I saw it. I was like, oh, I got to have this.
Yeah.
When, anytime you have a connection to a card like this, a game like this, it's just something special. This stays on a shelf. Um, you know, I would encourage anybody who has an opportunity to go to a title clinching game of their favorite team, just do it. There's no experience like it. I got lucky. My ticket package, I had one game to the World Series, and this was it. It's something else. To
That's
celebrate with
crazy.
your team. It was so much fun. And that's where my connection to this card is. I love this card. It is hands down one of my favorites. It's just so cool to have a card that, I was at the game and it's such a great memory.
And I think that's a huge reason why Tops Now is still going strong, is because it
Yeah.
gives people a chance to buy cards from very specific events, and that's really cool. I love Transcendent anytime I can find a Machado out of Transcendent, because yeah, the normal stuff is not, it's not crazy price, so it's easy to add for the PC.
Yeah,
Um,
for
and
sure.
that's tough to tell, but that's like a gold label frame card, right?
It is. Yeah, it's got a bronze metal frame
Yeah,
around it. Yeah,
beautiful.
it's a nice card. Yeah,
Love
it's a
it.
nice card.
Tom,
Thank you.
what do you got for us? Favorite numbered insert?
Favorite numbered insert. I don't have too many numbered inserts, and I didn't want to reuse the Beam team, so I'll just go with another Raphael Devers.
Okay,
Um,
gallery.
from Yeah, from Gallery. One of the few Gallery Devers cards I pulled myself from a blaster, and it's the blue foil to 99, the Portrait Gallery insert. Um, love anything Raphael Devers, so especially one I can pull myself is always cool.
I agree. And I honestly, I love those gallery inserts. The gallery insert and the gallery, there was the heritage insert as well from gallery that they always did well on.
Yeah, yeah, kind of sad to see it go, but I'm sure they'll make up for it in other places.
It'll come back at some point. I think that their goal is they're just going to turn over as much as they can, and then when something goes for a couple of years, they'll bring it back. And they've kind of been doing that for a while, and I bet they'll just do it again.
Hopefully.
Yeah, keep things fresh. Very nice. All right, let's move on to round two. Tom's going to lead us off with his favorite pitcher card. So this is a very broad category. I'm very curious to see where this one goes.
Gotcha. So my favorite pitcher card is my 2018 Heritage Chris Sale Auto. Another one that I actually pulled from just a couple random packs of a hobby box from the LCS, I was hoping to get like an Acuna, Otani, something like that. But managed to get a on card Chris Sale, which is, you know, Heritage is a great looking card, and the on card auto just makes it that much better.
I think Heritage Autos might be my favorite, just because it looks like an old classic baseball card. It's right on card, and they're tough to get, so they feel a little more special. So to pull that yourself for your PC team, that's huge.
Exactly. Yep.
And Phil, what's your favorite pitcher card?
So this is another easy one for me. This is maybe the ugliest card in my collection, but it's a good one. This is a 92 Bowman Mariano Rivera. This is his only rookie card. It's Gem Mint 10. I picked this up really the middle of the peak of the pandemic, but actually looking at recent sales, it's held its value. Um, Rivera was nobody. Coming out as I don't even know if you could call him a prospect. He wasn't supposed to make an impact. Um, there's no other rookies for Mariano. There's actually a minor league card I think from the year before in '91, but it's not a super low pop. I think the pop is around 1,500, but um, this one is special to me. Again, he's my favorite player. This one has surprisingly held its value. This is these street clothes. This set has some ugly pictures in there, and it's
Hmm.
definitely a relic of the past with the way he's dressed. But this is my favorite picture card. This one is on that shelf, displayed for everyone to see as well.
He looks like a character on Saved by the Bell.
I know, right? It's definitely it's a blast from the past when you
Yeah.
look at even if you look through the whole set, all the clothing styles
We
are
saw the
something.
in the Braves battle, somebody had the Chipper Jones from that set. He's got
Yeah.
like the jorts and the pink
Yep.
shirt. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, those are both bangers. So let's move on to round three. Phil's gonna lead us off with best gold parallel.
So, admittedly, I don't have a lot of gold parallels. Um, I'm actually partial to the Allen and Ginter golds. I like this
Oh,
card. It's numbered out of 50. It's nothing real special, but I love Tanaka. I miss him. He was just such a consistent workhorse. I think I pulled this one myself. This is 2020 Allen and Ginter Chrome. Just a cool card. Golds are not my my deepest insert in numbered cards in my collection, but I love Tanaka. I wish he was still here, even at an older age. He was such a great pitcher for the Yankees.
and
Really loved watching him.
I think his longevity was so his pitching motion was so fluid and like compact. Like there was no stress on it. It looked like he would throw and like he was putting zero effort into it. It was amazing.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. He was a
Mhm.
workhorse, and he was remarkable too because even when he didn't have the greatest regular seasons, he'd go out in the playoffs and he'd step up. So he
Yep,
was a good Yankee. I
yep,
liked
he
him.
was. All right, Tom, what do you got for a best gold parallel?
From 2020, I believe it was flagship. I have a
Ooh,
Xander Bogarts autograph, the throwback. I actually got this as a gift from a buddy. I believe it was for my birthday a couple years ago now. Um, love Bogey. Hated to see him go. Still collect his cards in a Red Sox uniform. I haven't shifted over to grabbing any in the Padres uniform yet. I have to still think about that one, but definitely one of my favorite Red Sox,
I love
both
the
current and
'85
past.
throwback, and I mean, being an Orioles fan and then really a Manny fan, and then him going to the Padres. It was very interesting to see what the Padres did and bring all these guys in, and to see what how they played this year. I'll never believe it. I can't believe they were that bad.
Just shocking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really, really thought they were gonna do a lot better, but
yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying they were a World Series team, but they weren't even in contention for the playoffs for most of it, and it was just it was so bizarre. I mean, almost as bizarre as Tim Anderson just completely falling off. Like I don't understand how that happened. I think Phil mentioned that in the Discord yesterday.
Yeah, he was the worst qualified hitter in all of baseball.
Unreal.
That's hard to
jeez.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a 60 OPS plus. He was 40% worse than league average.
What do you remember where Javi Baez was on that list? Was he
I
close?
I don't
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't
because
check.
I was hearing that he was having the worst season up until TA7, so I was curious.
Sounds like
Well,
they were
yeah,
duking
that
it out.
Xander's hot. I love any gold. That's kind of why I picked the category. I love gold refractors. I love orange too, but I feel like gold goes with any team, any time. Um, so very nice. And we're gonna move on to round four. Tom's gonna lead us off with his favorite relic of a retired player. Are we gonna see
Already,
a
let me see
Poppy?
here. No, actually,
Interesting.
decided to switch it up a little bit. I have a dual relic of Yaz and Bogey from Heritage. Um, number to 72, we got Bogey's jersey, but to qualify it, we got a bat piece from Yaz from the Clubhouse collection. Just a really sick looking card again with the Heritage. Heritage always looks fantastic, and um, I think it might be. I'm trying to think, maybe my only dual relic that I have,
Wow.
but you know,
I feel like did I pull that?
um,
I feel like I
I,
pulled a duel of Carl Yastrzemski, but I don't remember it being Xander Bogarts.
it's actually one of the few I actually don't remember how I got it. I kind of forgot I had it until I was looking for a retired relic. I was going to go with the Ortiz, but
Oh, nice.
decided to pivot when I found this one. So it very well could be.
Interesting. All right, Phil, what do you got for a retired relic?
So I see your Yastrzemski bat, and I raise you a Babe Ruth bat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I I pulled this one myself. This is numbered out of 50 from Tier One. I don't know. I think it's 2020. As a Yankee fan, when you open up a pack of cards and there's a piece of Babe Ruth's bat in it, it doesn't really matter what the card is worth. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, these have gone up in value over the last 2 years. When we put this together, I was curious. I checked the last sale on eBay, and I think it's almost twice what the sales were when I actually opened the box.
Wow.
But it's Babe Ruth. I mean, there's nothing more to say there. It's a piece of his bat, so
Yeah.
that's something special.
That is.
Oh yeah, big time.
I'm just going to apologize to Tom in advance on that one.
It's funny
I'll happily
when
take that one.
when you said retired relic, I didn't actually think of this. I'm looking through my case, and then I realized, oh wait a second, never mind, I got this.
Because you were probably
Babe
thinking
Ruth.
like 80s, 90s guys.
I have a couple of Rivera relics, and I was looking at those, and then I peeked over. I was like, oh yeah, it's Babe Ruth.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a big one.
All right, Phil, you can lead us off for the next one. We're going with your best super short print.
So I do not have a lot of super short prints. I like this card. It's not worth a lot. It's a Nestor Cortez. This comes out of Big League. It says it in the corner. It's called the Game Day Drip. They are actually super short prints. It's just photos of guys in some pretty wild outfits, but I love Nestor. I just think he's so much fun to watch. I was kind of bummed for his down year this year, but he looks like he's out there having fun. He carries a little bit of attitude, and watching him with his crazy machinations out there, he's one of my favorite current Yankees. But I like this card. Thought it was cool.
I love stuff like that. Anything that shows a different side of a player. And I like that they make stuff like that as a super short print too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Tom, what do you got for us?
So this one is actually one of my more favorite categories because one of the things I've been going after lately is a lot of the Devers flagship image variations. This one is his Gold Mirror SSP. I think it really covers Devers as a player well in terms of he's got this big smile while he's eating popcorn out of a popcorn machine. And yeah, I've been slowly going after a few of his different variations. I only have, I think, 2 more to track down.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, this one's definitely my favorite right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think variations are still one of my favorite. They've kind of changed a little bit over the last year or two. I don't know that they have. The Golden Mirror is a great idea, and I love that they're doing that because that's going to be like, I think, the consistent variation platform that we'll all kind of go after. But searching for Manny variations is one of my favorite. He's got some great ones in Stadium Club too.
Oh yeah. Stadium Club and Flagship I think might have the best variations. And the only thing, my only dislike with the Gold Mirror SSPs is I did like having the normal, I guess normal short prints that you could hit at kind of a higher clip and are a
Yes.
little bit easier to get.
Yes, because yes, especially since every card in the set has a golden mirror, so there's a good chance that if you pull one, it might not be anybody that is going to be going to have value. So
Exactly.
yeah, good call. All right, we got 2 categories left. Tom is going to lead us off with his favorite rookie auto.
My favorite rookie auto. It's one of the first bigger cards I got in my collection. I think I actually at the time traded a Vladdy Jr. Heritage auto for it. But that was raw, and this one was already graded a PSA 10. It's Devers rookie auto, purple refractor from 2018 Topps Chrome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about it, just besides it's truly my first, I would say, bigger card in my collection.
Mm-hmm. Those always stick with you, I think.
Oh yeah. This one most of them I'll hold on to long term, but this one definitely because this one I'd say is the one that really kind of brought me back into collecting full swing.
Oh, nice. All right, Phil, what do you got?
So I've got my
Oh,
unfortunately PSA 9,
I forgot
but this
about
is at
that.
this is from 2017. Oh, let me Center that. This is from 2017, Bowman Chrome. It's a Judge rookie auto. I don't agree with the grade. I'm probably going to crack it at some point and send it back in and see if I can get a 10 on this. But it's an Aaron Judge Bowman Chrome rookie auto. I think the only one better than this is probably his Topps Chrome where he's jumping at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Those I'm priced out of those for a while, I think. But I picked this up on eBay. I actually got a pretty good deal on it. I love this card. I started my son. He's almost 6. He loves Aaron Judge. So kind of started collecting some Aaron Judge to share with him as he gets a little bit older. Some of the cheaper stuff I've got a shelf in his room. He puts some of it on, but this one stays with me for now. So we're big Aaron Judge fans in the house.
And that's a good thing. I think he's great for the organization right now.
Yeah, and it was a tough conversation with him when Judge was going through his free agency and
Yeah, I
kind of
bet.
toying with the Yankees a little bit, and we had some very upset nights. He would go to bed and he was not happy that Aaron Judge might not be a Yankee the next day. So it's cool that he's here. It's a card I'll hang out to obviously for a very, very long time. Pass down to him someday. So this is one of my favorites.
I don't think even when the news broke, and I use air quotes, that he was signing with the Giants, none of it felt real. None of it felt real. None of it felt like something you could picture. It was, and then when he ended up signing with the Yankees, everything just felt right because it didn't. If he wasn't a Yankee, it wouldn't. Something would feel off, and it's weird because I don't feel that way about Trout. I don't feel that way about Otani. But for some reason, Judge needs to be a Yankee.
Yeah, and they've embraced him kind of as the face of the franchise. You know, they've got the Judge's corner out in right field.
Hmm.
It would have been a huge shock
Yeah.
if he had gone somewhere else. But he's here to stay, for better or for worse, as long as he
Yep.
stays healthy.
Yeah. All right, we're going to end this one. Hopefully, we save the best for last. Phil's going to lead us off with his favorite PSA 10. And we've
So
already
I'm
seen
actually,
a PSA 10 of his favorite player. So, what's
yeah,
this
I'm
going to
gonna
be?
cheat. I apologize. There's a reason I've got 2 card stands up. Cheating here. I'm giving you two for the price of one as soon as I can center them. So both Volpe. The one on the left is 2020 Bowman Chrome. This is from his first year, but because it came out of it's one of the mojos out of the mega box, it doesn't get the first designation. But I actually pulled this Volpe on the left, and at the time, I think Aaron, I told you about it. He was, he's a local kid, which is really cool. He went to high school about 30 minutes from me, so the area has really enjoyed seeing him ascend, to the starting shortstop role. But when I pulled it, it was like, okay, it's not really what I'm looking for. There was another Yankee in that product that everyone was chasing, but it turned out to be a good pull. So I actually I pulled this one. I got it graded. This one sits on my shelf with the rest of his rookie autos. I think I got 3 or 4 of them.
That was the
Um,
Jason Dominguez year, right?
it was, yeah. So when you pull a Yankee auto on a Bowman Chrome that year, you were not looking for Volpe,
Yeah.
but it turned out okay. I'm happy with it. The other one on the right, this is Topps now. I did not pull this. I bought this on eBay raw and had it graded. So this is I actually have his opening day, his debut card. But this one says leads off and hits first MLB home run in first inning. So I'll just go back to it. I love Topps now for this reason. I was at this game.
Oh, nice.
Uh, I saw him hit it. Yeah, the stadium really enjoyed seeing him finally kind of get over that hump. I think it was like maybe 10 or 15 games into his career before he hit his first one. And it was just fun. Everyone was really juiced for it. It was just a very cool moment, a cool atmosphere. So I grabbed this one. As soon as he hit it, I'm thinking, all right, I got to go get that card.
Yeah, for sure.
And I did. I got it graded. This is, again, it's those cards that you have a connection to, a special memory attached to that. They're fun cards. So
Yeah.
this one's one of my favorites too.
All right. Tom, you want to finish us off?
Sure. My PSA 10, shout out to Phil, actually helped me
Oh,
get this one graded. My downtown Rafael Devers. Um, One of my favorite, probably my favorite non-tops card by
for sure.
Panini.
For sure.
Um, Tops did pretty good with the home field advantage, but I think it just didn't quite didn't quite meet what the downtown is. Um, this specific card at one point, I think I had 5 or 6 of them just because I was grabbing them in a certain price range that I liked, and the plan was to always just submit them one by one until I did land a PSA 10, and I was able to do that first try with the help of a microscope, some decent lighting. So
Wow.
yeah.
Very cool. Touching on that subject, why the home field advantage didn't meet expectations, why do you think it is?
For me, it was I always did like that the actual image of the player is kind of consistent with the rest of the card as like almost an illustration.
Mm-hmm.
I think the home field advantage has it kind of looks funky to me with like the actual photo of the player over stuff that also isn't a photo but is seems to be illustrated.
I think that there's something there, and then the other part that they're just not as rare. Like they came out with them in 3 different sets of flagship, so then the value tanked on pretty much all of them unless you have one of the big names. And even the big names are only like what, $40 now?
Exactly.
And I think it's all because they just made so many of them so quick. If they would have just kept them series 1 every year, I think it would have been different, but um, yeah, it didn't they don't carry the same whatever that the downtowns do, unfortunately. But
I agree. Yeah, when I think it was 2022 series one. I forget which product, but I when they first came out, I actually pulled a Soto. Um, and the Soto at that time, when I looked up the prices, was going for like 80 or so dollars, and
mhm,
now at least the Devers home field advantage, you can probably land anywhere from 20 to 30, sometimes even less if it's at bids.
yeah, um,
Yeah, it's
this guy Jason
great.
wanted the Tristan McKenzie one, and I was thinking, okay, even $20 for a lower end player. It was like $6 shipping. I'm like, are you kidding me? Um, yeah, it's very strange because at first, yes, those home field advantage were 80 to $100, and I paid $80 for the Harper for part of a deal, and the Harper's probably $30 now. I do have an Otani 10 though that I sent in with you guys that I
Oh,
love.
yeah, that's a killer. Yeah,
Yep.
especially if you can get them, with a high grade, because I know they don't grade all that well.
Yeah,
There's a lot of surface area on those to scratch. Never mind the just kind of the way the card is with the edges and the corners.
and the foil. Yep, yep, I agree. All right, guys. Well, that was fun. I appreciate both of you guys joining and showing us what you got. I'll have the blog up here in the next day or so. I'll get everything cut together. We'll have a video up and should be fun. See who wins.
Oh yeah,
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. That was fun.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
All right, guys. I'll be in touch.
All right,
Alrighty.
Take care.
see you.
Thanks everyone for watching. Please check the blog posted at thecardswap.net for voting, and we'll see which one of these guys will take home the victory. If you are new, please like and subscribe. If you're not new, how about a like? Let's get some chatter going below with some of your highlights from the video. For me, it just keeps coming back to that Babe Ruth relic. It's really hard to top that. What do you guys think? Are you interested in filming a card battle? Please let me know. Links are below with ways to contact me. And that does it for episode 4 of Card Battle. Thank you for watching.